This is a question pertaining to a conflict you had within a group project team. Um, so during my time in Startup Lab, I was frustrated about delayed meetings and lack of communication between members of the team in terms of scheduling. We would have to convene in order to give each other our data for customer discovery interviews, which are basically interviews that give us insight on where to take our startup or like what direction to take our startup. And we would also have to compile these into a presentation. However, it would take until 1 or 2 days out until we had to turn in these deliverables for us to actually schedule a meeting and talk and aggregate our data together to have this presentation. Overall, it was impeding on our progress for our startup process. So in order to address this issue, I took some time during our regularly scheduled meetings to discuss the problem openly and identify potential solutions with my teammates. I wanted to hear everyone's opinions and causes for why the group as a whole were procrastinating this poorly on what deliverables we needed to get in. And I came to the conclusion that we discovered that one of the main reasons for the team's procrastination and lack of communication was some of the members felt overwhelmed by their other class workloads and extracurricular activities and were struggling to prioritize the tasks effectively. So we decided to set clear deadlines and assign responsibilities and roles to people within our group. So for example, performing a mock-up of insights using everyone's interview data would be an example of one of those roles. And we decided to also set a clear line of communication between everyone, let everyone know when they have a busy looking week in order for us to appropriately distribute the workload of the startup lab between members and to give the person having a bad week a little less maybe. So yeah, we agreed to be diligent, and this approach required some initial effort and discipline to implement, but ultimately we improved our communication and collaboration as a team through this meeting and addressing of the procrastination problem, and more deliverables were being completed in time for review and edits. And as a whole, the entire process became a lot more manageable and came with ease and was a lot more comfortable because we didn't have to basically make time for this project when we didn't know when we were going to actually meet and discuss it and have to allocate time for it. So